Glad that you're here. I know a lot of other people are en route. Those of you who are logging on, welcome. Glad that you found us. I guess there was no soccer game today, so that was good. But it still looked like it was challenging finding a parking space. What's up with? Oh, that's what it is? Well, anyway, I'm glad that you all have made it to Christmas week 2025. I was looking at a lot of memories today. I could which year is this? Spirit of God, we're aware that we're always in your presence. Where can we go from your presence? God is everywhere. God is the I am. But on days like today, we concentrate our energy and move it toward a higher power, whatever our interpretation of that is. Whatever that intelligence is that was revealed to us when Jesus came and said, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. And especially in this season, we celebrate the incarnation. And on this day, the winter solstice, we celebrate Mother Earth. We thank you that our awareness is very high level. We have high energy today. And that everything that happens here in the next hour or so is going to be blessed and unique. And we're all going to leave here refreshed and invigorated and ready to celebrate the holiday. We thank you for it. Amen. Please remain standing. Let's do the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, presence of divine love and light that lives within us and within all of life, hallowed be thy name. We invoke the powerful creative nature of all that is sacred and holy. Thy kingdom come. We embrace the healing essence that is the kingdom of heaven within us. Thy will be done. We accept our greatest good as we align with our divine nature, on earth as it is in heaven, knowing that the affairs of our lives reflect our evolving consciousness. Give us this day our daily bread. Each day we receive great blessings from within and throughout all the activities of our lives. And forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. We accept the divine nature of all things and all people, including ourselves, as we move away from judgment and toward greater awareness of divine presence. And lead us not into temptation. We shall be vigilant in expressing and experiencing the oneness with all life. But deliver us from evil, as we are learning to live without fault-finding and suffering. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. For we accept the consciousness of divine perfection with all its power and glory right here, right now, and forever. Amen. And so it is. Tell somebody next to you there's nobody I'd rather sit next to you than you, and I really mean it. And then you guys can come on in. Come in. Hey, bud. And then you may be seated. Again, thank you for being here. And remember a couple of things. Our outreach this month is Empty Stocking Fund. I think we've probably given them every December since we've been here. So your giving has a trickle-down effect with that. And also we've got Meditation Weekend number 28 coming up in January 17th, 18th in Chattanooga. And that's going to be good, and I'm going to believe it's going to work out for me to go because my mom sitter is not available. And so I need I need a January miracle, and something will happen. What? Oh, I thought you were volunteering. Great. Dale's going to take care of my mom. We're good. Well, good. Y'all can tag team, and that works for me. And so anyway, I'm believing it's all going to work out. Everything works out. You know, there's no point in stress. It really does. You know what I mean? There's no. And if it doesn't work out the way you thought, then something even better will happen. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Y'all don't be preaching my sermon now. Don't be coming in. I can't keep up with y'all now. In the early days, I was like giving revelation. Now y'all are like, let me guess. You already knew. I'm like, oh, okay. Let's see. Was there something else I was going to tell you? Obviously, we've set up for food. The caterers will be here around 12:30, so we'll keep it moving. We have to be out of here by 3, so we have a window of time. We have no idea who decorated. It was like elves came in, and they're right over there. I think that's the work of. I would say Freddie and Rosalind. It is Freddie, but it's. I'm
just the elf.
Yeah, I'm glad you understand that. And Miss Roz doesn't do anything halfway, obviously. Some people you say you would do some decorations and they bring a poinsettia. With Roz, it's like, oh, okay, we're Radio City Music Hall. Great. And then, of course, this was a wonderful surprise that, and that I cleared it with them first. It was okay to tell you that Larry and Chandra treated us today with this. So it was, which is another thing. You know, I had already made peace with the fact we weren't going to do anything for Christmas, and then this turned out even better than what I had anticipated. So, yeah, I know, Will said it. I got it. Should have never ordained him. Now there's no how are you going to keep him down on the farm once they've seen Paris. Hey, come in. Today I'm really blessed to have somebody we've had before. I feel like this was a divine connection. It's been over 3 years ago. I can't believe how time flies. But I walked out of a Starbucks, and I've always been a cello fan, and I heard this beautiful this beautiful cello music playing. I thought, man, they must have speakers out here. It's incredible, their sound system. I said, it sounds like somebody live playing. And sure enough, there was a young man who was busking on the sidewalk, and I even posted about it that day. I took a picture of him and said, this guy's playing so beautifully. And so sometime later, sometime later, I was thinking about it. I thought, yeah, I wish I'd introduced myself to that guy. I should have had him come play at Metron, but I don't know how would I ever find him again, because I'd been out there lots of times. I never saw him again. I don't know how much later it was, but one night I thought, I'm going to go find that guy. And I drove back over there, and he was out there again. And so we ended up talking, and I think this may be your fourth or fifth time being here, and it's always been great. What happened today is a bit of a miracle, because Johnny had some stuff that went down last year. I think you had a car accident, and some stuff happened. Like when he didn't show up before, he wasn't just being a jerk. Life was happening, and one of the things that happened to him, and this figures into what I want to say today, is somebody stole his cello out of his car, and your computer and a bunch of stuff. But the cello, I think, was the worst part of it. And so I just thought, well, I won't schedule him, because he doesn't have an instrument. And then I thought, no, I'm just ask him, maybe he could work out something. So a few weeks ago, I messaged him and I said, is there any way you could come play? And he said, yeah, I can rent a cello. And he said he could handle it. I said, okay, fine. And then I just happened, because I follow him on Instagram, I happened to notice he was having some trouble finding one. And I'd already had a little bit of a miracle actually it was a big miracle, because when Doc was here, and I put my mom in assisted living, they only let you take one animal, and she had 4, and 2 of the animals were these finches that she had, and they're little birds, but they're in like this big aviary, and I didn't know what we were going to do about that, because they were going to charge me, it's like $1,500 an animal. And I'd already paid for 2 poodles, if you know what I'm talking about. And And then Mom said, well, you just leave him at the house. You come pick me up every day and drive me over there to feed him. I'm like, oh, sweet God. That's not, I need assisted living. That's not assistance. And so I didn't say anything, during the whole transition with Doc. And but then a few days ago, one of her kids messaged me and said, you need to come get the birds. And I thought, oh, Lord. And it's not, I don't have any place for them. Mom doesn't remember them. I'd have to rent a U-Haul to pick up this aviary's big, and it has glass you have to take out and clean, which she can't handle. And it's just, I thought, when I know it's a first world problem, but when your plate, there's already stuff dripping off your plate, and somebody says, can I just put this one more chicken leg on there? You're like, the plate is full. So I'm getting, but the factors of what I'm saying about him. So one day last week, I walked into my loft and I have my quilt hanging up there that Doc made for me last year. And I thought, what? She's still around. So I went over and I touched the quilt and I said, Doc, when you were on this side, I'm talking about Dr. Sheila. I said, when you were on this side, you were a lifesaver when you took these. I didn't ask her to do it. She volunteered to take them. And I said, it was such a blessing because Mom trusted her and didn't worry about them. And it was a godsend. I said, I need your help again. I said, please help me. And if it means sending money to them, to the, y'all call the Humane Society and come get them, I can't do with that right now. And a few hours later, one of her daughters texted me and said, listen, I hope it's okay, but we brought the birds to our house to make sure they were okay. And my daughter is bonded with them, and she really, if it's okay with you and your mom, is it okay if we keep them? I'm like, let me think about it. Let me pray. I'm going to pray on it. I was like, no, thank you, yes. I said, actually, it's such a blessing. And I said, also, your mom loved those birds, and so it's a connection with her. And it was like, I can't tell. It's not that I was worried about it, but when you got this one thing you got to take care of, and it's like, you need to take care of this. And you're like, shut up. And so a few days before that, I had seen that he didn't have a cello. And so I thought, you know what? I'm in a zone of manifestation right now. Let me try. So a friend of mine is the band director where I went to high school, Decatur, right down the street here. And I texted him. I said, "This is a long shot, but do you know anybody that's got a cello?" And he said, "Yeah, let me call the orchestra director, who I don't know." And she texted back. She said, "Yeah, that's fine." And I said, "I can come get it." She said, "Yeah, pick it up on Thursday and bring it back on Monday." I'm like, "Okay." So I texted him. I said, "I found you a cello," and both those things happened like within 30 minutes. Like the waters were troubled. I was about to say, anybody else need anything? Because I got the fever. I'm hot. I can't be stopped. It was just two things that needed to happen. And this was I asked him to do this. I said, why don't you, I have no idea what cellos cost. I said, why don't you set up a GoFundMe and let me at least make you all aware of it. And, let's get him another cello. He works every day. I follow him on Instagram, and he works hard. That's what happened with his eye. He works in construction, had an accident, and but one thing I noticed, because I live with somebody who leaves very early for work every day, and sometimes I'll see on his story, he'll text, it's early and it's cold, working out there, but he's always encouraging people. I mean, he's always saying, it's another day, get out here and make this money. He uses language I wouldn't use. It's make this blankety blank money. But I'm like, you know what? He's encouraging people. He's not complaining about the job. It's like, yeah, it's hard and it's free. There was one day last week it was freezing cold, and he was posting pictures of it. I thought, I bet it is cold in that construction site. And but he's being proactive about it. Right. He's saying, this is what you got to do, and y'all go out there and believe in yourself. And it's always, I don't even think he realizes that he's doing it, but it's kind of, he does what I do in his own personal Metron, and I really appreciate that. And but first and foremost, he's an artist, and he's a hard worker, but he's spiritual, and I love the dude, and that's why I'm glad he's here today. And so I've asked him to come play for us again. After he plays whatever he wants to play, I'm not going to technically teach. I have an exhortation for you. Eddie's going to sing. But Eddie does know more than this one song. It's become a tradition now of him singing this. And every year I give him the option. You can do another song. No, that's fine. I mean, he does. Fair enough. Do whatever you want to do. I support it. But our special guest today, and I'm always honored to have him, is the one and only Johnny Almanza, and he's going to come play for us. Johnny, come see. You got to set up the. Hi, thank y'all so much again for having me. Thank you again to Jim's working miracles, man. And thank you to everybody that helped curate and make this happen. There we go. Here, let's get your mic. Oh, nice. Let's see. I'm ready. We can play the piano tracking. Ooh, maybe restart it. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Can I just say, he hasn't played in over a year, and he's only had this cello, 48 hours? I mean, it's incredible that, you can pick it up like that. And
Thank you so much, Jim. yeah. It's been about a year, and God just feels good because anytime I play, it feels like it's just like the spirit moving through me,
Yes.
So here goes another one. Here's another one for you. One of my favorites, and I'm sure y'all will enjoy it too. This is a Bach.
yeah! Come on now.
The next is it's a classic. I think y'all will recognize it. Come on, it's funner when you sing to it.
Wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This we bring to you tidings of Christmas and Happy New Year.
another one from Bach. It's called Sorry Bond. It's crazy because like he threw away all of his music, and it was his wife that decided to he threw it away and burned it or something. And his wife got all the manuscripts from out of the trash and was able to rewrite it down. But if it wasn't for his wife, we wouldn't have had any of his music.
Why did he throw it away? Was he
He
like,
just didn't like it. He was judging himself so hard. He was just
wow.
He said, this can't be it. And the spirit told his wife to just, she's like, nah, we can't lose this, you know what I mean? You know, so now I share a piece of that with you.
Yeah.
And then I got another one of my own composition. So.
Hold that thought. Yeah, you guys come on in. Go ahead and see. Today's Reggie's birthday. We're going to sing to him a little bit. All right, as you were saying.
This one's for the birthday boy.
To you, happy birthday, dear Reggie. Happy birthday to you. That was awesome. Reggie, have you ever had classical music played to you on your birthday? I think that's a first.
Hey, no problem. So it's a composition of mine that I created in my head. And just until recently that I was able to get this cello, I'm able to put it into the flesh, put it into physical reality, So this is something from like God, that cause I made it when I was locked up and I was never able to forget it. And now I'm able to show y'all guys.
I wasn't going to tell that part, but he had a year. I mean, he definitely had a year.
Peter was locked up.
You were. And I'll tell you something else, Eddie, your words are very weighty with me. And there was one time I had him scheduled. He didn't show. And he had some issues going on. And I was frustrated about it. And Eddie said, Bishop, he's our son. Remember that? And I thought, you're right. And I feel like it was a God thing that I met you over 3 years ago. And I'm just glad. Yeah, and it's a miracle. I wasn't going to tell the part, and it's not even my business what even happened. I don't care. The fact is, it's a Christmas miracle that he's sitting here. Because, we had him scheduled for our banquet last year. Our party. And I just happened to have scheduled Clary's too. Because if I hadn't, it would have been, and it turned out it was fine. And I thought, I'm not going to schedule him again. It's too, maybe our season's over. But it's not.
Yeah.
And, I applaud that you have a good work ethic and you get up every day and go to work, and that's great. It's honorable that you work with your hands, but you're an artist. And, I love the arts, man. Yeah. And for him, he sounds great, but when you think about it, he hasn't played in a year and had to wipe the sheetrock dust off his hands to play again. That's not, people in that world, people who are working jobs like that typically are not cellists. And he's a unicorn. That's unusual. And I'm sorry to be, I just want you all to know this is very special today that he's here and that we're all here. We lost a lot this season, and it's good to know that there's still good stuff happening. All right.
Composition of mine, and hope y'all enjoy it.
What's the title of that?
I don't have a title to it. I think I just call it Serenade by Spirit or something. No. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for letting me play for y'all. Thank you for seriously.
Anything y'all want to ask or say about the cello, or if you're interested in that?
So Johnny, do you read?
Yeah, I read sheet music. A lot of the music.
But it's all in your head, though.
Yeah, it's all in my head.
Wow.
And so I gotta memorize pages and pages of sheet music, and then to get the intonation, and then to have everything in rhythm and have everything in the correct melody. It takes a bit of work. And, some people. It takes 17 years of work behind everything that I do. That's like it's practice and the love of it more than anything. Then you gotta love it, man. You gotta love whatever you're doing and do what you love. Because if you don't, then what are you doing?
Somebody sent me. I don't remember who it was, but Yo-Yo Ma, the famous cellist, was playing for a morning sunrise meditation. Who sent me that? It might have been, I can't remember. And it was so powerful, just really related to it. Something happens to you when you hear this music. Somebody else got an observation or question you want to ask him?
Anything. I don't buy it. It's okay. Well, thank y'all so much.
Johnny Almanza. How do I find the information about your GoFundMe?
Just GoFundMe, Releases Almanza. That's my name. I think I could send you the link or something. Let me see.
You haven't sent me a link yet, but send it to me and I'll. You could even give it to Michelle and she can put it on the screen. That was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you again. And it will not be your last time. It was good, wasn't it? Eddie, come on. We're glad to have him. Glad to have Ava with us. Ava's a bona fide star these days. I'm surprised paparazzi's not out front. But those of you that follow her know that she's got all kind of projects and movies and TV shows, and it's a lot. What, Charles is going to come sing now? The way you bounded down the stairs, though, he has something to say.
Hello, y'all need to make me sound good.
I got a mute button. He's got the stand too coming. This is
Okay.
more for the guitar.
This is,
Hold that thought while you're here, because I might not see you. I want to say we have the greatest tech team in the world. Thank you for all you do. Merry Christmas. Wait, this is for Michelle. Give that to Michelle. Merry Christmas.
hello, hello.
BJ, I don't know what I'd do without him. Thank you, BJ. Merry Christmas. I just want to make sure I got that to you before you left. You ready?
Hello, Mary Sue.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Sellers.
Good morning, everybody. Merry Christmas. We all get to share a few minutes together. A couple little short songs I'm going to try to sing. And I was thinking about this. I forget the words real easy. They just disappear right in the middle of a sentence. So I thought if we did this morning, y'all know I love TikTok and make a little money on TikTok. Y'all sing along with me, and then if I lose the words, I'll be like, ma'am, let the Lord use you. This is a solo, like Kim Burrell, and we can go viral. But anyhow, I thought about this when singing today. Since Jim's got us on singing restriction, let us get up Christmas time and maybe sing a little bit. But I thought about this in this song I'm about to sing, a couple of songs I'm about to sing. I was sitting out in my garden last week, and I just said out loud, I said, in 2026, I want to renew my love for Christ. Know where that came from, but it did kind of make me think about when John said the Spirit said that I have somewhat against you because you've left your first love. There was that love for Christ when I was a little boy. I loved Jesus deeply, profoundly. And I don't know what it means for the year ahead, but I just want to, I know it means I'm not going to get all churchy. You know I cuss too much for that. And I'm too crazy. I'm not going to get all churchy and go all Baptist, and it don't mean get religious and go down and join a church. But there's something in my spirit that says this year I want to connect in a more profound way with Christ. And if there's ever, I feel like preaching it, if there ever was a time His words need to be applied, I need to learn to love my enemies and to to do good unto them that would despitefully use you. All the power of his message. So I want to sing a verse of this if I think about it this morning. Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him. He was born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. Sing, choirs of angels. Sing exhortation. Oh, sing, ye, oh, sing,
citizens of
heaven above. Glory to God,
oh,
glory in the highest. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him.
Christ the Lord.
First verse one more time. Oh, come, all ye faithful, ye Metron faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. All right, the other song I want to sing right here, might have not never been sung at Christmas time, but I woke up yesterday morning, about 5 o'clock, earlier than I typically do. And I don't know about y'all, but when I wake up, I don't know if it's at this age or whatever. When I first wake up, I lay in bed for a little bit before I get up, but I have all these thoughts just start, like somebody took the exit down off the freeway, and all these thoughts just start swirling through my head. That's why I like to have my morning time to sit down, have my coffee, be still, write. But in all those thoughts going through my head, I started humming a song that I haven't heard in maybe 30 years. And it's an old song called I Want to Love Him More. And they used to sing it out under tent revivals and in prayer meetings over in Cabbagetown. I become very nostalgic around this time of year, and I ponder a lot. You know, we're closing this year, going into a new year, life swirling by quickly. And I could hear my granny and Corrine and my Aunt Lottie, they'd sing this song right here. And being that I had said out loud last week, the coming year, I want to renew my love for Christ. I thought, well, here comes the song out of nowhere in my brain, and I think I'm going to sing a verse of it. Well, with Jesus I will ever be, his matchless name I adore. You see, he's done so very much for me. I want to love him more. Well, I want to love him more. I want to love him more. I want to love him more. I do. I want to love him more. I want to love him more. He's done so much for me. You see, he died up on that cruel, cruel tree. My load of guilt he bore. You know, he's done so very much for me. Oh, I want to love him more. Well, I want to love him more. I want to love him more. I want to love him more. Oh, I do, I do, I do. I want to love him more. I want to love him more. He's been so good to me. Well, sweet Prince of Peace, sweet Prince of Life, who all my burdens have borne. Well, he's done so very much for me. Oh, I want to love him more. Well, I want to love him more. I want to love him more. Oh, I want to love him more. Yes, I do, I do, I do. I want to love him more. I want to love him more. He's done so much for me.
Yeah.
That's all I got, buddy.
All right.
That's all I got.
I love you. Beautiful. Thank you, Eddie. Oh, thanks, everyone. Beautiful. They'll be here in about 30 minutes setting up the food. And again,
You need me to preach for the next 30 minutes.
Michelle, what?
Hey, I've got. Can I have this? Oh, there you go.
Johnny, you're at leaving, are you? Okay, because I got something I want to show. I want to tell you. Did you see, Michelle? I sent you the link on your messenger. I'm going to put this up. Somebody just texted me, and they didn't say anonymous or not, but because of 11/11, somebody just sent me $1,111 to go toward your cello. I know. I know. I mean, that's like it's a wonderful life miracle.
That is awesome.
And there'll be, I mean, you know, now get yourself a cello. I better not see you in Las Vegas. Viva! No, the thing is,
I'm inviting.
huh?
I said if I go, I'm inviting.
But
Wow.
as many as want to give to it. Did you find that, Michelle?
Yeah, I'm trying to see how to download it.
Okay. While you're doing that, this is an anonymous gift. But if you open, if you got one of these, no, you don't have them. Oh, would you pass these out? And while she's passing this out, if yours has a star in it, you can take one of these poinsettias when you leave. So I'm opening mine, and I got a star. It's fixed. And actually, I do need it. We're doing Christmas at our house Thursday night, and we did Ken's family last night, and that was real good. And I do want to. You got to start. Come on, Jesus.
One household.
Isn't that cool?
That's so cool. That's the coolest. God works in ways that I could never understand.
One per household.
Come on, Jesus. How many are there? 13? All right. Anybody else get one?
One moment.
Oh,
So, while we're passing these out, I just want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to our bishop and kin because they're awesome. I can't express enough my joy in coming here every Sunday. He came and got me. That's the reason why I'm here. I don't call on him a lot, actually, because he's right here. I don't need to. So, whenever I have an issue, I'm like, what would Bish do? And I go ahead and take care of it. So, from us, we love you.
Yes, we do.
You're the reason why we're here. You carry us through so many things. And we love you and we appreciate you.
Thank you. I love you. You got something too, first gentleman. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll open it later. Awesome. Thanks for your words, BJ, and I know you mean that. Just want to share with you before they, once they come and set up the food, I'll give you instructions how we're going to do it. And please, everybody, stay. This was really a Christmas miracle that Larry and Chandra wanted to do this for us, and just awesome. I'm very happy. You know, the last month or so has been a lot, and today's extra special because of that. I am going to share something, Charles, so let's do that part. Welcome to the Metron Live podcast, coming to you from the Atlanta Theater. Metron people, would you please welcome the podcast people? Hello, podcast people. As always, thank you to Charles McFall, the rock god of podcasting. We appreciate it always. What I want to share with you today, first of all, if you didn't get a chance to read something I wrote. I wrote it a few years ago, but I did add some stuff this year, and it's on my cover photo. I don't know. You probably don't have that, do you? The copy for that. I'm throwing Michelle all these things. I don't know if you had the copy from. Don't worry about it. It's too much to read. I'm just going to talk. Just find his link, and I'll put that up in a little bit. What I do want to share today. The lyrics from songs always speak to me. And at Christmas, I've talked a lot about different things like The Little Drummer Boy. It's a very powerful message about your talent, where he says, I'm a baby Jesus, I am a poor boy too, I have no gift to bring. And when he says, shall I play for you, that's a very vulnerable question, because not everybody appreciates your gift, And when he says, shall I play for you, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, on my drum, he's basically saying, this is all I got is my talent. And is this worth anything? And it says, Mary nodded, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, the ox and lamb kept time. And then it says, then he smiled at me. It's a beautiful sentiment about whatever you can give. Come on in. Whatever you can give is valid and it is valuable. But also that it matters. Whatever you have to give is worthwhile. Your gift makes room for you. And I've talked about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's a very powerful message about bullying and marginalizing. How that all of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. There's a racist undertone. There's a homophobic overtone. There's a lot that I think many of us can maybe relate to. But the thing that Rudolph thought was wrong with him was actually the thing that was right with him. Because then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright. So that's a great, and I've talked about all these things for years. And my favorite song is "Oh Holy Night," and Brendan asked me to sing. I'm singing it in spirit. I've posted there's a couple of. Well, I know, but I've posted it twice last week of me singing it in previous years, so you can scroll down my page. But we were driving out to his family's thing last night. He was playing Mariah Carey's version of it, which is incredible. And usually the line that stands out to me, it says, long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. That's a great idea, that his appearing made us feel better about ourselves. It wasn't him saying, worship me. It was him saying, become me. And so that's very powerful. But last night, I didn't even mention this to Ken because I was thinking about something that had happened the last few hours. Before I tell you this next line, I talk a lot about my friend Howie, who I met 50 years ago. Well, another friend of mine that I met at the same time was also in that same apartment. He came second semester. His name's Dominic, and he lives in New York. And I haven't kept in touch with him over the years like I did with Howie. So Dominic and I had like a 35-year gap where we never talked to each other. Before the internet and before social media, I had no way of finding him. Years ago, I've been going to New York for the last 33 years, sometimes several times a year. And every time I would go to New York, I would look him up. But there's 1,000 Dominic Salvias in the boroughs of New York. So I never could find him. And he lives in Staten Island. But a few years ago, he did make contact with me through Facebook. So we just picked up where we left off. And even though we didn't talk for 35 years, he made a huge impression on me. He's really the one, that introduced me to old school black gospel. He's introduced me to Shirley Caesar. He would take me to these real obscure old school black churches out in the country that I could tell we were the first white people that had ever walked in there. And because when we walked in, especially when these services are going at midnight, every head in the place turns like, what the hell? But then Dominic, in a few minutes, once the music was going, our favorite one, the name of the church was the Overcoming Pilgrims Church of the Lord Jesus Christ of the Truth Without Controversy. That was their name. That was on their stationery. And it was one of those churches where there was no official start time. Like people would just start coming in and somebody would stand up and sing, "You don't know like I know," and people would call in response, "What he's done for me." And then finally, musicians would come in and take their time setting up. Like I'd be like, good God, it's taking these guys forever. And they were so playing the crowd because once they started playing, the crowd went nuts. And there was one guy that never got there till 11 o'clock at night. His name was Brown, and he played the Hammond B3. And like you could tell, church didn't really crank until Brown got there. And it took him forever to walk down the aisle. He'd be like, good God, get up there. And he'd play with the organ like he'd never. But once he started riffing on those keyboards, it was like, people would go crazy. And Dominic, he never thought of himself as an Italian. In his mind, he's like he's a brother. And he's like in the aisles, shouting with a tambourine, and everybody's looking at him like, we've never seen a white man do this. And it was, it was a lot of and he was a hoot and a half. He's one of the funniest people I've ever met. And when Ken met him years ago, we talked several times. Not every week, but constantly we'll say something that Dominic said, and it's so funny, and he's he's over the top, and so influenced me that I remember one time, this is just a thing he would say. One day, Howie and I were having dinner, and he showed up, and he said, "I just want to say one thing. When I get married, I'm having calla lilies at my wedding." And I was like, okay. And when we got married, you know what? We had calla lilies because I remember Dominic said we should have calla. That's the kind of person he is. And just very, he is an antique dealer. And I can't tell you that story's too R-rated. Well, it's funny. This guy invited him to his apartment, apparently to look at antiques, but when he got there, the guy came out in a towel from the shower. And you'd have to know Dominic. He said, "I would just like to make one thing clear. There will be no sexual relations here today." And you'd have to know Dominic to realize how funny that is. Well, anyway, this week is usually the week that we go to New York. And so for the last several years, Dominic, he's in high finance. He works on 6. He works across the street from where what's his name? The guy that shot the insurance guy. Huh? Yeah, it's across. It's across from there. His bill, and so we always go meet him because we go to the St. Patrick's Cathedral, and so we always meet him. That's about a block away, and we've been doing that for the last 7 or 8 years. And this week he texted me and he said, I haven't heard from you. Are y'all coming up for New York? I said, not this year. It's just I said, I'm taking care of my mom, and I just can't do it. And she's had a really hard week, and last night, it was just freaking me out last night because when we got home, she'd already gone to bed, but she came out and she said, did y'all have a good time tonight? I said, yeah. And I said, why don't you go lay down? And she said, well, as soon as he comes to bed, I will. I said, Mom, Dad's not here. Dad's in heaven. And she said, you don't see him sitting right there? And I mean, she was so convincing about it. I'm like, no, but apparently you do. Maybe if you go lay down, he'll go lay down with you. So that's what and I don't know if it's imminent or not, but our house is filled with people that we don't see. So I just told Dominic, I said, I can't. He said, well, I've had a very trying year. I need to talk to you. And I thought, oh, what? He didn't even tell me he's had prostate cancer. And he just has finished his chemo and has nearly died. It was got in his bones. And I was like, good God. I mean, I just said the other day, I said, I am cancered out. Like I'm dealing with so many people, like, good God. And when he told me, it was just really, it was hard to hear. They have not used the word remission, but they did say that it's sleeping in his body. And he's got a great doctor, and the doctor he says, I don't think he said, do I need to get my affairs in order? He said, no, I don't think you're about to die. And, so that kind of stuff. But in talking to him, I'm getting back to Oh Holy Night. In talking to him, Ken's painting the kitchen. We've done the whole second floor of the house. And we were leaving the first floor to her, but he's possessing the land. He's like, I'm painting the kitchen. So he's got to go home and finish the trim work today. And she loves it. But so while he was painting, I put the phone on speaker and I said, Ken's listening to you too. And so we were talking and we started reminiscing about things we had done. Like at one time, I was going home for the holidays, and a roommate of mine was going, and so I had waited an extra day to leave. And then at the last minute, he backed out, and I was so upset because I could have been home a whole day already if I'd known he wasn't going. And I was talking to Dominic about it, and this was like at 10 o'clock at night. And he says, I'll go home with you. And I said, okay, I want to leave right now. He said, let's go. So we get in the car, and it was during exams week. We hadn't slept, and about 2 hours up the road, I thought, we've made a terrible mistake. It took us like 14 hours to get home because we could not stay awake. We kept pulling over at rest stop because we were so sleep deprived. But it was funny. We were laughing about that and talking about stuff. And he said, can you believe we've known each other 50 years? I said, it's crazy. When I went and visited my high school the other day, and Ira, that got me the cello, was introducing me to people. They were like, how long ago were you here? I said, 50 years ago. And I felt like I was like Abraham Lincoln, like I'd come out of, like in time travel. Like, the school was here then? I'm like, yes, it was. It wasn't that long ago. God. And we were talking about, we can't believe it. But then he said something, and he said, because I said, I was quoting scripture to him, and he's speaking in tongues and making us laugh because he's just funny. Like anytime, we always meet him at the big tree at Rockefeller Center, and as soon as he sees us, he goes into Holy Ghost dancing. That's how he expresses it. And he said, Jim, you know what? We've had a wonderful life, and it just keeps echoing in my head. Not that I think he's about to go, but we only see him once a year, and I don't talk to him like I talk to Howie all the time. I don't talk to him that much. I'll send him stuff. I see something online. I'll see something funny, but our relationship's different. But I've thought about it a lot in the last few hours. Like, that's why even today, and you being here and getting the money coming in, like that's very special. Don't take times like this for granted. And I said all that to say, like, just be in agreement with me for Dominic. I believe he's going to pull through. He's going to be fine. But when we were listening to Oh Holy Night last night, usually I listen, what always has the glory on it for me is till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. But last night, it was the next line. A thrill of hope. The weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morning. I've sung it 1,000 times. But we're living in a time right now where the world is very weary.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
The world's not sick as much as it is just tired. It's just, we're just worn out. And, you know, I don't have to list all the things that are going on. You have TVs, you know what's going on. And there was something about the phrase, a thrill of hope. Let me tell you something. You got to keep hope alive. You can't give in to despair. I'm not telling you to live in denial, but you can't even have faith without hope. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. And you got to have, listen to me. You have to have hope. And that line says, a thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks. In other words, it's not here yet. Weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. The joy will come. You've got to keep that out in front of you. And that's the message that's really ringing in my heart. I have hope that Dominic's going to be okay. Everybody else that I know that is, I know Elisa's in chemo, and Trisha's not here today. She's went up to see her family up in Philadelphia, and she's a walking miracle. You have no idea. It's amazing what's happened with her, but it's still a lot, and all the other people. The thing with Dr. Sheila was definitely blindsided me, but I also know she was in a situation that I think she was ready to get out of, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I think she was okay to go to the other side, and now that quilt for me, it's like I was telling Howie about it. Howie said, "Have you become Catholic?" I said, "Kinda." I said, "I kind of like the mysticism of Catholicism where you're encouraged to talk to ancestors and." Because I asked Dr. Sheila to help me with those birds, and I got results the next few hours. It's like an apparition site. Like I'm going to go, I'll be back, I'm going to talk to the quilt. I think she's become a saint now. But it's having hope. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you may be in just the darkest part of your night right now. But a thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Can you find hope today? Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night oh, night, oh, holy night. There, I sang it. Are you happy? Anybody got any feedback on that? Does that resonate with anybody about hope, about weariness, about what say you about it?
Yeah, out this morning when I woke up, the wheels is all over me. And I was thinking about all the things that we did, said, and I said, I can't go to church today. I'm gonna stay in this bed with my head toward me. But then I thought, if I get up and go and be with my people, I may feel better. I may get that hope again that I'm gonna see her again.
Yeah.
Yep. But it was, I just couldn't make it, but I got up and I did it anyway.
If you didn't hear what Brenda said, she's in mourning. I mean, she's, you know, it hasn't been that long. I mean, I think we just passed the year mark of Jaquita leaving, but, you know, holidays are hard when you've lost somebody, and there's 1,000 things you remember. You know, it's glaringly obvious when a family member is not here during a specific time. And she said, I started not even come today. 'Cause she has to, I mean, she has to drive. She has to get an Uber over here. Which, the way the parking is around here, it's not necessarily a bad idea. But you said once you got up and came that you started feeling your hope. And that's why, in honor of your loved ones, you've got to keep living. You have to, you know, they want you to, you know, move on and spend the rest of your time making the world a better place. Somebody else, what's your observation? Carl?
When we were talking about hope, it made me think a number of years ago, I had bought this little, you know, it's like this little solar powered dancing flower, just a few inches tall. It was just a little sunflower. So I was going through a really hard time a couple of years, and you know how we name our cars? Well, I decided to name this little plant Hope. And every morning, it was in my windowsill when I would wake up. And sometimes if I didn't feel like getting up, whenever the sun would hit the windowsill, it would start moving its petals and dance.
Yeah.
Well, one day I accidentally broke it. So the flower was gone, you know, just had a little stem, little petals, you know. But every morning, it would still receive the sun, it would still dance, you know, with the petals and all that gone. Well, not too long ago, I decided, you know, I had moved into a different situation, and I was like, I want to take that, and I put it actually in the window of my car. So I still see that when I drive now, and when I go through a difficult time, I just see that little flower, and I call it hope. It doesn't have its sun, it doesn't have the flower.
But it's Steve, so I love that. Was it last week I showed you that the Jose y Maria, the Mary and Joseph, and it showed the little sprig coming up between the cracks and the. That's awesome. Somebody else? Observation? Beth?
I'm always, this time of year, I'm kind of thankful and a little bit heavy. So I have to, and I've been talking about this with my roommate the last few days. There's something, my apartment's small, but there's something, little things through it, reminders, things of my mother, things of my father's. Some of my Christmas decorations are my sister Christine's. But I think of my sisters and my parents so much because I miss them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when I got ready to move into this apartment, I didn't know that I was gonna have a roommate in a few months. But it worked for her, it worked for me. And it's now like her and another close friend of mine that I've known for almost 30 years, she's in the same complex. So it's like I got my sisters back.
Oh, that's cool.
So I've got a lot to do.
Yeah, and it's yes and. It's not either or.
Yes.
You feel everything.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like I'm looking forward to being with my kids Thursday night, and there's also a lot going on. You know, I mean, it's also would be so easy for me to just say, let's just not do it this year because she's unpredictable, and I don't know, you know, because anything goes in the house, we have to do it. She's incapable of doing that. And when you're having people over, even if it's your kids and whoever they're bringing with them, not that you're living in filth, and we do have a cleaning lady, but when people are coming over, you're like, I got to fix that before Thursday night. It's a lot. but it's worth it.
Right.
Somebody else?
Bishop, mine is a little bit different because, you know, the 31st, that's the last day that I'll be employed for Comcast for the second time. So even though I made my decision to retire, I'm excited, nervous, excited, nervous. I did, like Twin said, I do have a, what you call it, my new chapter. I know what my new chapter is, but I'm still excited, nervous.
It's exciting and sobering because it's a season, and many of you have retired recently, and it's great, and it's also, it's a lot. You feel everything. Like when people say, "You enjoying that retirement?" It's like, yeah, yeah. It's like, you know, when you've been up with a baby all night long, you haven't slept, and people are like, "Y'all loving that baby?" Like, yeah, but it's also really hard. When I walk my kids and their mothers, thank God, breastfed, because, you know, one thing, you know, if you're a man and you're living with a woman that's nursing a baby and the baby cries, you're like, I'd love to help out, but I got nothing. Go do your thing. And but on those occasions where I would walk them, and you just feel like I'm hallucinating. I haven't slept in so many nights, and I would sing to them, "You are driving Daddy crazy. Daddy hasn't slept in 4 consecutive nights. Please, in Jesus' name, go to sleep." And it's wonderful. Those were great times, and they were also hell. You know, and it's all, it's kind of like heaven and hell happen simultaneously. And you have to decide, you know, the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil are the same tree. They're just two different perceptions. So I do believe a new chapter is opening up for you. But you do, any rite of passage, but especially I would think retirement, makes you evaluate your life. Because you're like, oh, I'm in the last chapter. And this last chapter could go on a good long time, but it's also makes you think about your life, you know? And you have to, when you start feeling yourself getting weirded out about it, you got to change that energy and say, no, I've got to be grateful for where I'm at right now. Somebody else? Observation? All right.
I got one. It's just, I guess just a thank you, and thank you, God Creator. You know, last year, this time, you know, I was going through some very tough times, very, very tough times, and I had to have hope. I had to have hope. There were I didn't have no court date. I didn't have no bond. I didn't have anything. The only thing that I had was I couldn't even call my mom because I didn't have any money on the phone to talk to my people. It was terrible, man. And so you're just locked up, surrounded by people that are just going through very tough situations as well. And it's just like I had to reset. I had to reset my thinking. I was like, you know what? I was like, man, thank God I'm not dead. Thank God. I still got one good eye. I can see, you know.
Yes, yes.
I can still stand up. I can still, you know, I got somewhere to sleep, you know, like just tiny little things to be grateful for, like gratitude. Because it's hard to be mad and it's hard to be sad when you're grateful, you know.
Exactly.
That just reminds me, you know, a little bit of hope, you know, to find something to be grateful for, you know what I mean? Because it's an active decision to be like, hey, I'm gonna do better. Like I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna feel better about myself. I'm gonna feel better about the situation. Because you got to take that in your hands. And it's like Bishop says, you know, it's a little bit of hope goes a long way.
Absolutely. One time we were having lunch with you, and you might have been with me and one of my boys, and you saw some good-looking girl. He said, I can still look at a girl with my good eye. I don't know. But that's actually being proactive. It's like, this eye works just fine. No, but I hear you. And I was thinking one day this week, I want to think about how to implement it. But one day, I kind of woke up. It had been a lot, you know, and when you're dealing with someone with dementia and you're communicating with, you start feeling crazy at a certain point. And I woke up one morning, you know, I'd been up a lot with her that night, and it started kind of caving in on me, like, how many years is this going to go on like this? And, you know, I have to change that thinking, like, this thing, that's not going to get me anywhere. And on the way, I was going to get her something to eat, and on the way, I started just being radically grateful. Like just crazy stuff. Like when a car passed me, I was like, I'm so grateful that car didn't just hit me. That car could have run right into me, but I didn't. And by the time I got to the store to pick up her stuff, it was so absurd, the stuff I was being thankful for. You know, it's like, this car didn't explode. This car could have exploded, but it didn't. And I was just crazy stuff that you'd never even think of. And it actually started making me feel better. And I thought, you know, I'm going to make that a challenge one day, just to, in one day, just think of the most outrageous, crazy stuff you could think of. Like, we've been sitting here for over an hour, and it hasn't caught on fire. Nobody's been arrested. You know, it's like just crazy stuff you start thinking of, you know, but yes, that's a great observation. Anybody else before we close out?
I heard somebody say yesterday, I went to the funeral, and that person,
Oh, there, I couldn't see who was talking.
and that person said, as they were talking about their grandmother, said that he had just heard a sermon, and in the sermon, the preacher said, when the dog bites, when you're feeling down, just think of your favorite things, and then you won't feel so
That has been covered by our own Chandra Corelli. My favorite thing. That's great. Yeah, we were listening to it on the way over here today. All right. Ken, why don't you come up and say a word for Christmas? While he's coming, did you find that link? Oh, there it is. So just do a screenshot of that, and Dale, what? Oh, you're just saying hey? Hey, Dale. All right, I'm going to let Ken say something, and then we'll do a song, and maybe the. Do y'all want to tell us about this guy, or is he going to surprise us, or?
His name is Chef Elliott.
He's like a celebrity chef, right?
Yes, he's a celebrity chef. He mostly goes to celebrity homes and functions, and that's usually his clients. So, but he also did my mom's repast for me, and you know, just a great person, gifted in what he does, his love of people, his spirit, and it's all in his food. And so it was no hesitation, because he has like his kitchen is not far, and he uses that kitchen to feed people and run his business out of. So it was ordained. It was in divine order.
This is a wonderful Christmas. This is a wonderful Christmas. I need it today. And can y'all make out the? I'm not sure how that translates, but if you can't find it, just let me know, and I'll send you the link. Because even the gift that came in is awesome, but I'm sure I have no idea even what it costs. But however much you can get, let's get it. Get you a.
Thank y'all so much again.
And get you a real.
Well, the more the money, the better the cello.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And I didn't know, like, this one is one that the high school uses, so I didn't even, like, you know, I didn't know if it was even going to work for him, you know, and he was so, huh?
We made it work.
But he just lit up. He was so happy. That's when you know it's a calling, because, you know, he felt like him again to be playing that. Did I make you all mad? You know how they are. Come up, greet everybody. This will be your Christmas message that I didn't tell you were going to get.
Johnny, you're amazing in Georgia.
Yeah.
Eddie, you're amazing. But you always play a song that I can remember Mama playing in church for Christmas. And we sang, "Oh Come All You Faithful," all the time, and because Mama didn't have a wide variety of songs, but because she played by ear, but she could play some, and her sisters would sing sometime. And Shonda, you're a superstar. You and Larry have done this, because I know he wanted to do something, and y'all have truly blessed him with what y'all have done. But we love you, and
I love Metron. I love the guy.
but I hope all of you have a wonderful Christmas with your family. Enjoy your family, because
Yes.
it's hard sometimes. But just thank the Lord every day for your life, because you don't never know. But I love all of y'all, and I wish all of you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
All right. That's good. Let's all stand. Thank you, Pete. Welcome. We pray. This is what faith is. You just put this out, and you just believe food's going to show up. That's called manifestation. While they're getting set up, joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy Son of God, Son of God, loves pure light, radiant beams, Radiant beams from thy holy face with the dawn of redeeming grace. Jesus, Lord, Jesus, Lord, at thy birth. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a wonderland. Gone away is the new bird, here to stay is the new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. This is too low. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. But you can do the job when you're in town. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we've made, walking in a winter wonderland. Beautiful. All right. What'd you say? Oh, you were waiting for the big, hey, 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 walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a wonderland. Yeah. All right, well, since you did that, come down here, Shonda. Ladies and gentlemen, come here. Obey the Lord. Come on down here. Don't you quench the Spirit. Don't you quench the Spirit up here in this Holy Ghost church. Just improvise. Sing me a little something. What's on your heart today?
Joy to the world, the Lord has come.
Come on, sister.
Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nation sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing.
Yeah! That's the way you do it.
Thank you.
All right. So what's the once they get set up, we're gonna make it. Raj, you want to tell us how we're gonna do it? We're gonna do a line, and they're gonna serve us, and you go back to your seats and you hold your plate and eat. Right?
What he said. Tell him. I'll tell him.
All right. Did you? Hey, Michelle, can you find that that cartoon again, Jose y Maria? Because I want to show since Carl mentioned that about the hope, and I just love that visual image. And now, with the whole ice thing that's going on, it even has a whole other dimension. And I just love this. Have you seen this? It's this guy. He's a cartoonist. He does like superheroes, but he showed Mary and Joseph like in modern time. And I'll explain it to you. Somebody else while she's looking for it. Somebody else have something you want to say about Christmas? Wish somebody a Merry Christmas. Say what you appreciate about this year, or what God's brought you through. Anybody got anything? Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah, you can't see all of it, but see how they're see how it makes a halo between, and isn't that cool? I found it online. I can't remember the artist's name, but it's Jose y Maria. And see, I love the little hope that's coming up out of the crack in the sidewalk. But everything means something. Like Star Beer is the star in the east, and there's Everett Patterson. And if you look it up, you can see there's a lot of cool. Like instead of her being on a donkey, she's sitting on a kid's horse. I just think that's very cool. Somebody else have? Thank you, Michelle. Somebody else have something you want to share before we eat while they're setting up?
2 days ago was Brian's birthday.
Bryant's birthday was 2 days ago. See if you've been here. Reggie's is today, and he had classical music for him. I don't know. Well, happy birthday, Bryant. We love you. Glad you. Bryant's been hanging out with me for a long time, and glad that you're here. Anybody else have a birthday this week?
And also we have, I brought my photo booth so we can get some Christmas
Oh yeah,
pictures
cool.
while we're waiting before you go on.
Oh, we can go. If